You gotta go with the flow and listen to your body. Of course, if your body is telling you to be a couch potato all the time, maybe you need to evaluate what's going on and not listen to your body. But if you're somebody who, goes to the gym, you work out, and one day you're weak or not feeling it or something doesn't feel right, listen to your body. Your body's very intelligent. If you get to the gym one day and you just have no strength, just go with the flow, lift light weights, get a pump. That's what I did Friday. It's Sunday night right now. I went to the gym today, normal strength. But when I went on Friday night, I had no strength. Normally I'll do dumbbell rows with 110 pounds, 50 kilos. I'm dieting down pretty hard right now. May not show fully, I'm holding on to a lot of water. But normally I'll do 5 sets, going from like 12 down to 6 reps of the 50 kilo dumbbells. And then I'll go and I'll do pull-ups. And I can usually get in at least 14, if not 15 or 16. And then, I keep doing them and the reps go down. But on Friday night, I went to the gym and right off the bat, I only got 10 pull-ups. I was like, that's really weird. Like, where's my strength? Like, is my next set gonna be better? But I did my next set and I only got 8 reps. The pump was great, but the strength was non-existent. But I didn't fight it, I didn't force it, I just accepted it. Today, it's not a strong day. Today's a pump day. Take it as kind of a rest. You don't need to go super heavy every day. Just do what your body is good with doing that day. In the same kind of mindset, it's like if you're lifting some weights, like say you're bench pressing and you feel something off in your shoulder and it's hurting as you're pushing, stop. You can try some other movements, maybe some other machine instead of free weights. If it doesn't hurt it, okay. But, if you're trying to do any sort of pushing movement, anything you try causes pain, like a bad kind of pain, not the good kind of muscle pain that's just typical from working out. But if you're trying to do a certain movement and you're getting a bad pain, you just stop. Now, there's a lot of this mentality online nowadays telling you, be alpha, push through the pain, don't listen to your body. And that kind of works when you're young, but it doesn't work if you're already banged up or you're older. That's a great way to get injured. Now, I may not look that old, but I'm at least 100 years old. If you add up all of my injuries I've had in my life, I'm probably like 500 years old. If we compare this to a completely average person, maybe I'm 1,000 years old. I have destroyed everything, sadly, and come back, luckily. So many tendons, so many ligaments, so many bones, full body organ failure. And I'm still here doing professional sport. So I do know what I'm talking about because I have to know what I'm talking about in order to do this. I became a master at recovering from injury and illness and still performing at a high level. So when I'm in the gym and something doesn't feel right, done. Then and there. Now, admittedly, today I was doing squats and I felt the slightest of pain in my patellar tendon. And I did 2 more reps. I paused and I thought about it for a second. And I made the judgment call that the pain was small enough that I could finish my set. But after I finished, just took all the weights off, no more. That's it. Done. That's how you gotta be, unless you want to get injured. So remember, listen to your body. Don't fight it. There are days when everything's feeling good, you got the strength, and you can just keep pushing and pushing. But if something hurts, that's not the day. If you're super weak that day for some reason, that's not the day. Now, if you're just tired or something, you still push as hard as you can. But if something hurts, or if for some reason you don't have, your strength is normally here and all of a sudden it's here, there's a reason for that, and your body does not want you to push that hard. For example, I have a problem with my chest. I have some weird injury. When it flares up, my chest muscle doesn't work. If I try really hard to still bench, When this is going on, it makes it a lot worse. My body's intelligent and it's cutting the strength down. Your body's intelligent too. If you go to do a certain movement and you have like 40% of your normal strength, that's not just because you're tired or you didn't eat right that day. That's because your body is shutting off that body part, trying to protect you from further injury. Listen to it, don't push it. If you want to hire me for one-on-one work, you can schedule a phone call on my website, AndreyHutch.org, or you can hire me on a monthly basis. I think working on a monthly basis is best. That way you don't do a phone call and then hang up the phone and go, hey, I wish I asked this. No, you work on a monthly basis. Something comes to mind, you message it to me, I get back to you. We're staying in constant contact. We figure everything out. No limitations. I'm not going to stay on the phone with you 24/7, common sense. But asynchronous, no limitations, everything gets figured out. That's the way to go. But if you don't want that, schedule a phone call. Go to my website, AndreyHutch.org.